Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of our high-level masterclass series. And what's really special about these series is that these sessions are unique because we take a specific topic and spend time with an expert from our high-level community. In these masterclasses, we dive deep into strategies and tactics that can help you grow your business using high level. And what we love about it most is that when we bring in these seasoned professionals who've achieved remarkable success in their fields, they share their insights and practical advice openly. It's like being in a mastermind or in a boardroom with other like-minded people. And that's exactly what our goal here is to provide you with actionable knowledge that you can immediately apply to your business. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your agency, this masterclass, along with a handful of others, is going to be your ingredient to get in the tools and strategies you need to succeed. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you our local expert within the high-level community that's spent some time here with me prior to plan out an amazing masterclass for you. He is familiar, has a familiar face, whether you've seen him at our events, our masterminds, our summits, our Level Up event annually, is Tim Sabir. Tim, it's great to have you here, man. How are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. JB. I'm so excited for this, and thank you for having me.
Yeah. And I know many of you that are tuned in right now knows Tim, you've seen Tim, you've talked to Tim, and right, you don't need an introduction, but I want to just introduce Tim to those that don't know him, that are just meeting him for the first time today. And I want you to listen in because, Tim being a founder and CEO of his company, Media Shield, he's going to be sharing expertise on how to build a customer success department in your SaaS agency, right? In your software as a service agency. And the crucial aspect of growing this successful business in today's digital competitive landscape is that Tim's insights are invaluable. And let me tell you a little bit about why that is. Tim has come from a background of owning a company that's worked with government contracts. He's come from a background of working with agency owners. He's come also from a background of working with other small to medium-sized businesses to grow their business. And Tim has really been in the trenches. And I think that's important for this masterclass because we don't want to speak theory. We want to speak actions and experience. So without further ado, I want to just give Mr. Tim Sabir here the microphone. Tim, how to build customer success department in a SaaS agency. Could you break down the agenda for us?
That's exactly my plan, and I created a simple but yet hopefully valuable presentation. I will share my screen if you don't mind, or if I have the permission, and that's exactly what I want to teach. So can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. Thank you for asking. I need to
Great.
ask more often. I just share it. You're just super polite, so I appreciate that.
Great. So today's agenda, I will try to keep it short
Well, not
and to
too
the
short,
point.
because
Yeah,
this audience wants action. So I know you put a lot
exactly. No,
together
the,
here.
the the topic is worth paying attention. The topic is worth, maybe you need to come back to this master class and watch it again. Uh, Trust me, what I'm sharing with you today, I have invested hundreds, if I'm not exaggerating, but a lot of money to learn it in super fancy SaaS academies and universities and whatever they call these coaching programs and books and so much events. But then I found out that the way we are, the customer success or the real SaaS business in our model is a little bit different, and today I'm going to show you some insights about that. So today's agenda will be, first of all, sometimes we get into, so John, sometimes we get into the business and we just, the energy and the vibes of everybody or the way we enter that culture stays in our mind. And without us knowing, we forget the purpose. So the purpose, how we entered, everybody got attracted to this business, or if you are not yet, you get attracted. I want to start SaaS business. That's why I want to also, before we jump into the CSM topic, I want to review the real purpose of SaaS, right? And the real business model of SaaS business. And then the second part of this masterclass will be how to build your CSM department. And then the third will be some action plans that we will leave you, me and Mr. John, with for you. Do this, do this. Second, some materials we prepared for you.
And this is
So
dear to your heart, Tip, because for those that don't know you, you've built actually a SaaS Arabic community, educating over 40,000 people on launching a SaaS business. So this isn't just something that you've done like in your business. You've helped 40,000 Arabic community members
they don't
create
know
this from
anything
scratch.
about software or anything. Yes, and over maybe 500 successful SaaS companies in very short time. So I'm honored to say that. But hopefully we can whomever is watching this, they will get some success of that story as well. So your takeaway, I promise you, today in this masterclass, you will learn the SaaS game the right way, right? And you will leave, of course, with resources and some books. Simply just books. You don't need to invest thousands of dollars in. Then the knowledge is out there about customer success, and of course, me being here and you being here, spending your time, even if it's an hour or two, we will leave you with some giveaways and exclusive deals or offers. Okay. So let's start. Why should you consider starting a SaaS business? This is so important. Or if you started, or if not, why you should consider. And if you see everybody's considering that, or even if you pay attention a little bit, everything, John, going the SaaS model, big companies like Mercedes, BMW, Amazon, like hundreds of billions of dollars. They invested billions of dollars in this ring and $4 a month. Do you need $4? No, it's residual. That $4 from everyone is a lot of money, and that stickiness. So that the secret, those big multi-billion dollar companies, they're finding that, oh, we create one-time creating a solution for a group of people, right? And earn monthly payment from those group of people versus like one big project, another project, like so many items. Low risk and minimal, you don't lose a lot of money. Unlike opening a restaurant and opening traditional businesses, you invest a lot of money and you may lose it. You may lose a lot of things. In SaaS, even within your SaaS, if you got an idea or an MVP, if it doesn't make sense, or if you don't succeed, or it just didn't work out, you're not going to lose a lot of money. And then easy entry into the market, and residual and recurring income. Every day, it's fascinating to me how I receive private jet companies, John. Nowadays, they sending, like, if they see you traveling a lot and you have certain income, I don't know, they have some statuses. Oh, you travel a lot. Come pay us $1,500 or $2,000 a month, and then you travel with private jets. Like those social media influencers. So wow, imagine. So they trying to solve a huge problem for small subscription. So everybody going there. So if not today, you will start doing SaaS business. When we say SaaS, is not software as a service, is the subscription as a service. The main important is not
Well,
the
that's
software, is the subscription. But why software companies winning the SaaS subscription business? Because the demand and the solution creation turnaround is so fast. It's not like car, restaurant, or like dry cleaning. I don't know. There's a lot of SaaS subscription business models, but if there's a demand in order to create with manufacturers, it's hard versus coding. Hey, let's create this code, MVP, boom, it's in the internet, right? Delivered with software, just sign up, boom, credit card, psh, there, right? So sticky, people get addicted to it. People's websites, people's businesses gets dependent on that. There's no way they cancel it, right? Or I'm talking in general, like Premiere, whatever, Photoshop, Canva. When you start using or paying it, there's no way I would cancel it because all my logos, all my designs are in there, right? And then the expansion is like extremely scary, right? Versus having a dry cleaning subscription, like meal prep. I see a lot of SaaS businesses around me. I have a friend, honestly. Uh, he go and fixes hotel room, or like he offers his services, maintenance, for hotels, right? So if a light broken or something, he fixes for them on monthly basis. But his expansion is just like this city, maybe. There's no way he can expand to another city. Versus if that service could be delivered by technology or software. So if you ever consider to start a SaaS business, you must consider the demand, right? To be delivered, to be sticky, to be residual, of course, and how to scale it, right? It's not only that, because having 10 subscribers getting you $3,000, $4,000 is not the goal, right? You are way behind. You like the potential of SaaS is way bigger than that if you follow the scalable model, right? You were saying something, Sir John?
Yeah, it's not the acronym, right? It's the effort. It's the action. And I love how you broke this down. And for our audience that's brand new to this, and you still maybe feel like, oh, this is just, I'm not quite understanding it quite yet, or I don't know if this is for me. Let's just look at the mechanics of what Tim's going to go over. And if you're running a SaaS business now, whether you're positioning it as a subscription, the software, or neither, you're looking to do it a different way that you're able to monetize it without having to babysit the software, then you'll really appreciate how in depth Tim goes next.
Exactly. I like that word, babysit the software.
It's real, man.
Exactly. So in today's mastermind, you will learn how you can do the same with HighLevel. So we're not going to talk about dry cleaning, meal prep, and all those subscription-based model, which are good. I highly recommend them. But today you have, which in the history of humanity, or like this new, like 30 years, 20 years, there's no way this option was available for the market. You can have a SaaS business, software as a service delivered by the software and subscription. You can collect subscriptions from customers without having uh without having all the needs that that software company needs. So in SaaS business, every SaaS business, every software business, they need research team to see what's going on in the market so they can build that solution, product development or product department, enhancement and all, testing, beta team, sales and marketing, right? And then customer success management and renewal. Some people call it renewal department, CSM department, right? In HighLevel, or us as high levelers, guess what? We have no worry about like babysitting the software the way you called it, research team. We don't. People find out, or like HighLevel's team, they find out the solutions, they develop it, they bring it to us, test, beta, everything's out there. All what we need to just to learn it. Even learning is out there sometimes, all these master classes. And all what we need is just to sell it and keep that selling. So if even like a sub market, or even your company as a SaaS, it comes with idea, it comes with MVP, minimum viable product, and product market fit, and then go to market. Like even those, the idea, okay, it's tested, the demand is there, the it's tested, the MVP is. In fact, we have in my community, or our problem, sometimes we talk as a small business owner, we say this is our software. People get like, really, you did this? Like it's above MVP, right? So the product market fit, it's all about your brand. All what you need to do is just go to market, or solve that problem. So this is my favorite roadmap, which for a while I misunderstood it. This was shared to me by Paulson. If you, I'm sure a lot of people know him. I learned a lot from that guy. And this today's practice, I like always to give him credit, was built, or, again, I invested in a lot of books and stuff, but also spending a lot of time and attending these kind of master classes made me come out. Not me also, we were a group of people, a small mastermind. We designed this practice. So this should be, or the way I was attracted to this SaaS business model. Robin, Paulson, they shared this with me. I was like, wow, no brainer. So if I bring 25 customers a month from $300 minimum, because our packages was like $3,000, $4,000 when we were agency, I will make this much next month, this month. Like, is this what, right? So I will end up in 12 months, $90,000 a month, which is true, right? But is this happening in the reality? Or did it happen? I don't want to. I don't want to talk to about anybody else. I'm talking about my situation. No, it didn't happen to me, and to those that I knew. I always say this: most people, what I see, or I saw, what I see too, they are, or I did too. I was drop shipping high level. What is drop shipping business? Like if you go Shopify or sell t-shirts and stuff or iPhone covers, it is you sell a product and you deliver it. Maybe the same customer will buy the same t-shirt one more time. Maybe they will buy it for their friends or, as a gift. That's it. So 3 sales from one customer. Okay. What I used to do, I used to bring the customer 1 sale, 1 month, second month, third month, boom, they left. So my my MRR or like when I see my numbers and stuff, I see like what I did. I had so many customers. If I kept them, I would be multi-million-dollar company now, right? Why I did that? Or, the question in my mind or in your mind, or like everyone's selling or offering high levels features. How can I stand out? Right? Like there's no way everybody, because high levels now big platform and offers so much. And the awareness is when I started, the awareness wasn't there and I still faced difficulty. And I agree with you. So I always say this too. Uh, Me as English being my fifth language, I always used to hear from my friends in the civil conversations, insecurity. That person, that girl has insecurities, and I didn't know, John. I didn't know what insecurity means. Like I thought security, all these. I didn't know the feeling of being insecure. I didn't know that. And trust me, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm blaming myself first, but I learned what insecurity feels after selling high level, unfortunately. It's not high levels mistake. They do a lot of educational trainings. They taught me this, but I didn't listen maybe, or I didn't catch it. So some of the horrible moments while selling high level, I'm trying to share. I just this last 2 days I found these old conversations. A lot of times, because let me tell you how the conversation goes. High level is an amazing deal. You have by law, or when you sign up, everything they have could be white label for you if you don't know that. So when we say white label, mean you have the right to sell it under your name. So by all means, you can say, this is my software. So John, I used to go and say, why you don't use Media Shield? Our software, our software, our software. We can do this. We can do this. This is my business card, presentations. And when I bring the customer to a demo or something, let me share my screen, all that stuff. Once I share my screen, they like, is this high level? And the feelings I used to get, or these text messages I found, like, hi, Tim, I had not seen your email. I must be whatever. I discovered that Media Shield is a white label of high level, right? I already have opportunity to, wow. Another text message or an email was this. Our webmaster mentioned a concern that Media Shield uses reference a service called high level and said whatever she said. Okay. I was around this confusion, like, oh, how can I make myself different than high level? Because I start feeling high level is my competition, because I used to sell an account and still $500, $1,000, $300 per location or per account, per sub account. And then it doesn't make sense when you like consciously, like if I'm thinking about the customer, John, and then on the other side, high level offering the same features, unlimited for $300. So if it's my brother and sister, if it's me, I would do that or Media Shield. Like it just doesn't make sense. And I was like, why they are leaving me? But in my in my bottom heart, I'm happy for them because I feel that's better decision for them. They're getting even more value with HighLevel for the same price. But the confusion, how could I differentiate myself? You may ask, so what should I do, Tim, right? Um, how can I differentiate myself? Should I buy a bunch of snapshots? So these solutions, when I tell you it's not your idea, this is what I did. But bunch of snapshots and automations and stuff. Oh, this workflow is different because you cannot find this when you sign up to to HighLevel. Please don't. Okay, it will confuses your. With my respect for advanced, when you get advanced, you need snapshots, you need applications. When we say snapshots and workflows, they are applications. Yes, you need them, but from day one, no, you don't. Or if you think that's your that's your secret to succeed, no. Okay. Oh, should I pay, or which I did, bunch of money to CSS experts and make HighLevel different to look different, and the color and put the menus on the top? Please don't. Right? People and customers, they care about the outcome, not the look, right? And what we care is about the outcome, not HighLevel or how they built it. We don't know where HighLevel getting there. Well, we care about what I'm getting from HighLevel, right? So same mentality with your customers. So how I would differentiate myself from HighLevel. So what you're going to learn today is the secret. And trust me, there's no other way to differentiate yourself from HighLevel. So don't invest. So it's not a snapshot, it's not a code, it's not a product you will invest and you will buy. It's not none of that. It's you, right? It's you. And every person has their own DNA, their own energy. We are different. Some people will love you, some people will hate me, and or vice versa. It's the connection. This is the beauty about humanity, right? And plus knowledge. So after I learned this, or after whatever you're going to learn today, you're going to get HighLevel on steroids, what I call it, or what some of my community, they called it. Okay. After applying whatever I'm trying to teach you today, I started selling HighLevel solutions without any insecurities. This is one of my emails that I could find. Okay. Um, hey, yes, most of our tools built on HighLevel, but service provider, like take it as an iPhone and Verizon, right? It's just our service provider. Why you care? We are an iPhone, right? But however, our core value is the account success manager that we provide you, that will assign to your account and take care about your concerns and about your goals, right? Not just giving you the features and stuff. And in response, right to this email was, can you send me an agreement? It's nonprofit government agency. Can you send me an agreement? And they signed up on annual. Imagine they knowing. And I have so many examples like this, but I couldn't find screenshots and share them. Applying the right CSM practices will reduce churn long term, but I had some other screens too, but I don't know, maybe they are slipped. Okay. Maybe okay. And this is so important. And this was the key for Media Shield's success. And like before that, I don't know how to explain it. I used to be just in the same wave that, oh, I go bring the customer 27, customer 1 and 2, I go back to 25 customers. So it was just there. And this strategy made me whatever Media Shield is. And today, I blame my team and myself. We don't have updated testimonials. This is like a few years ago's testimonials. We have customers, big brands, UPS, Nissan, Ashley, US National Guard, Army, small businesses, doctors, they use us. They use our software. We have great success with them. We have hundreds of thousand contracts. And I won an award in last year's ceremony. This is 2023. And in fact, I was eligible for that 1 year before, but I didn't attend it. So they gave it to me next year, the following year. But wait, not only that, I overcame the insecurity feeling, but I started recommending HighLevel to my people, to everybody, right? Because the business model, not HighLevel, the business model is amazing. The offer of HighLevel is amazing, right? It's not the features. Features, it's a lot. Every platform has it, right? But me being able to resell those features under my name without having a developer, that's great deal, right? And this was few months actually after I recommended. I won this Affiliate Award, but today I don't know. They called it Commander and stuff like that. Hopefully this year we will be awarded for that as well. And I'm so honored for that, for doing that. So let's dive into the practice and the secret. Uh Basically, but at this point, you know what is it? Customer success. So if your customer finds success in your offer, in your initial conversation, they will never cancel you. You will always have that residual or that subscription. And guess what? All what you need to do is to bring more customers next to them. But don't focus on that. Focus on your current customers, because the mistakes we did, or the habit I got, or a lot of people get, is once they close the customer, they think, I close the customer, let me go to the next one. I used to have this without knowing that we don't have closed customer technology. Our customers are we always sell. When they renew, we are selling. There's no such a thing called I closed, done. No. Every month when they pay, means they decided to pay you again. So you need to sell them always and always and always. But how to do that and on a scalable model is important. Some endorsements about customer success from a person that you may know. Okay.
Hundreds of engineers.
Let me know if you hear this, John. Did you hear it?
Yes,
okay.
I did.
Some endorsement from Sean about the success of HighLevel.
Engineers. And you can't get to hundreds of engineers without hundreds of other people. And the biggest thing people don't actually anticipate, I think, in this business a lot of times is customer service. Having the most amazing product in the world, if no one knows how to use it or can't get help with it, doesn't really matter. So, customer service and customer success is bigger than our engineering department. And you have to invest in all those folks if you're truly going to be successful at this level.
That's interesting. So you spend more on the customer support side now than the actual development side.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the money, but I know the people side. There's definitely more bodies.
Imagine. I stole this. Hopefully the owners of these accounts, they don't sue me, but the materials is the same. Imagine.
It's powerful though, Tim, because there are big. I mean, HighLevel's not the only one in the space that's doing this in big numbers. There's billion-dollar companies selling software to small, medium-sized enterprise businesses, and everyone has people, but their strategy for the people all vary, right? No one's cracked the code on the best customer service, right? 24/7, year over year over year over year. So from what I understand, getting a chance to know you and meet you is that it's a long marathon that you're always training for, and you are listening and you're taking the signals, whether they're low or they're high and bold, and adjusting accordingly, because there is no set it and forget it. I feel like a lot of people, they assume that the software is amazing, that it'll sell itself and care for itself. And you've shared a lot of examples. Could you walk us through these next couple of slides? And if there's anything that someone should take a note of, could you just let us know? Because sometimes we get so immersed in the content, right? And just really being present, that we might have to take a note or two to actually take the action.
True. 100%. No, there are a lot of, but it's just understanding the concept of it and being genuinely caring about your customers and understanding how you can do it in a scalable model. Because having a SaaS business is all about how to do stuff in scale, like workflows, like something to be scalable. That's it. Is not super rocket science to learn, honestly, but it's just like once you get it, You got it. Okay. Another event from exactly what you said, in another event, how Sean is saying that and how is important, whatever he's sharing for us in the end of this clip, he will mention that.
Per company, very big one. And I will tell you, my number one killer app, the most important part of my company, and I hate to say this because I am an engineer, is not engineering. It's customer support.
Yes.
Customer support is now larger than my engineering team. And we are hiring like a beast right now. I still have 50, 60, 70 open positions at least at all kinds of levels of customer service. And we have all these freaking different teams now. We have the welcome to HighLevel, you're on your 14-day trial onboarding team. We have you've now paid for your first month during the first 90 days. We're going to white glove hold your hand onboarding team. We have the big old massive support team, which within it is level 1, level 2, level 3, right? So we have insane amounts of customer support because we know how important it is. And by the way, we run numbers on this. If clients if a client comes in the door, signs up for a 14-day trial, and they have customers, any customers, if we put them on a setup call, we own them for life. Yeah. Because they come in the door, we're able to help them do what they need to do, get to value very quickly, and then they never leave. And I'm telling you this because it'll apply to you too. The reason that HVAC guy sticks around for me is because when he walked in the door, I wasn't like, welcome to HighLevel, here's a help doc, see ya. I set it all up for him. I put it on autopilot. And when he called and said, Sean, I no longer use QuickBooks Online, I'm now using Service Titan. Can you help me out? I said, sure. And I got a webhook.
So this is so important. Sean himself, the owner and the founder for a multi-billion-dollar company, right? He's still responding to a one account owner. And another very important point takeaway we get from this Sean's interview, that we own him for life. So their goal, and every SaaS business goal, is to own that customer, to keep them for life, that subscriber. Okay. So handing your system to customers with a bunch of documents is a bad practice, which I used to do. Hey, customer, welcome aboard, click here to watch our help articles and go to bring them. Please don't do that. I used to do that. So how to bring success to your customers? Here is the action, or the section 2 of this presentation, or this masterclass. So in order to achieve customer success, you must build, I always call it 5 pillars. There's 5 pillars, 5 stages could be built for a customer in 1 month, or in 5 months, or in 5 years. I don't know each customer with their journey with you. So what are those 5 pillars, right? The onboarding and the onboarding experience. So there's something I will break down, the onboarding experience, the satisfaction level, product adoption and login activity, and then MPR, or cost efficiency. Let me break them down in a little bit, but then I will explain one by one how important each one, okay? I will break them down later, but let me explain to you how important each one. So if we give them scores from 1 to 5, for example, if you had the best support and documents and onboarding experience, how important or how likely this person will attend or stay is 1. Satisfaction level. I used to believe if I have a customer, when I meet them, when I call them, if they are happy, they will stay. That was wrong. I had so many customers, they were happy 2 months ago. 2 months later, they cancel. I say, why? They say, oh, you have an amazing system, Tim, but all what I was using was that calendar feature, and Calendly is $15. All what I was using is the CRM, and the KV Core, or my brokerage, is providing me, boom, cancel. Wow. So now we need to focus on what? Product adoption. So if they not using so many features, if they are not rooted in your system and they are dependent on you 100%, they may cancel you, even if they love you, if they are happy with your user interface, with the product you do, because it's easy to leave you, right? So you need to identify the features inside your system. They are so hard to leave, and substitute or replace, and some of them that, for example, social planner, easy to leave, right? All-in-one inbox, easy to leave, right? Website, no hard. Twilio phone number is hard, especially if it's printed on business cards and billboards and automations, calendars, right? All this stuff you need to measure them and give them scores. So make them adopt those sticky features, right? Login activity, right? So important. So many people, they just, if they don't use it, they cancel it. Even in business, how I cancel, like so lame the way they cancel. Like we go seminars and sell and presentations, and all of a sudden when they cancel, I talk to team members, whatever. He say, yeah, he walked in or he came out from my office. Hey team, are we using Media Shield? Everybody says no, cancel. Even I'm like this. Hey guys, are we using that software? No, boom, I will cancel, right? Every business owner like that. And then the most important thing, right? As Sean just said that, he approved it. HighLevel, they do right away, they jump to this. Number 5, the NPR, right? Or the cost efficiency, I call it. If your customer, if any subscriber making money from your services, there's no way they will cancel. Now I'm making money from my HighLevel subscription. There's no way I will cancel or complain for paying them that $1,000 or 500 plus $500 for my white labeled mobile app. There's no way. In fact, I have few SaaS businesses with them. So there's no way. Same thing applies to your customer. If they generating business, if they, making business from your services, there's no way they cancel. Or if they recommend you friends and referrals, and you give them commissions, guess what? There's no way they will cancel. So let's break them down into practices. So how you can apply the practices to secure those 5 pillars. So health checks and scoring and proactive outreach and education and training and risk assessment and medication. This is so important. A lot of people, they don't study their own situation, their own customer base. But in today's masterclass, we're only gonna have time to cover these 2. But in the future, we may do another masterclass to cover health, education, and risk. But how to do all these in a scalable model? You can do all of these. Everybody can do that to 1 person, 2, 10, 5 maybe, but in a scalable model, in automated way, autopilot, right? First of all, before we start, you need to decide on your touch level, right? High touch, low touch, tech touch, right? How do you want to communicate with your customer, right? The most common mistake I see, which is ugly, I see a lot of customers, they go invite coffee and everything, shake hands. Once they close them, they put them in tech touch. Oh, you cannot come. Sorry, you cannot come to my office. You cannot grab a coffee with you. I'm not. You are now a customer. All what you need to do just to go to our support portal and, all tech, right? But before you close me, you took me to lunch and stuff. So what I advise, if you want to learn more, I highly recommend you to read the book, Customer Success. There are a lot of books, but if you haven't, read that book, you will learn how to set up your touch level, right? But to put it simple, rule of thumb, however what is your touch level before closing? Keep it the same. If you go to events, shake hands, bring them to coffee and stuff, your touch level should be after you sign them up. Again, don't forget, your touch level is high. You go shake hands, guess what? They will stay paying you. So still you did that to close them, right? Not to walk their way. So low touch maybe will be Zoom calls and email and text messages, right? Or tech touch, right? Like Netflix, there's no way. Also depends. In Sean, if you watch that interview, Sean's talking, charge them a lot of money, because if you don't get a lot of money or enough money, don't sell your HighLevel services for $30 or $100. Sell it for a lot, because if you don't get enough money, he's saying, you cannot provide that service, that high quality service. Plus, what differentiates you, a lot of customers, they reach out, oh, HighLevel. I say, yeah, HighLevel. But if you have a question, I will come and walk into your office next to your shoulder. I tell you, hey, go there. This is the workflow. Sean is not gonna do that for you. Paulson is not gonna. Robin's not gonna. I will do it for you. This is your differentiator. That's it, right? So I am not gonna do that for them if I'm not getting enough money to cover that for me and to my CSM team. Hope that makes sense, Mr. John, right? If I'm selling from $30, there's no way I would send my CSM director that they get $30 per hour to do this. Or so important. We see a lot of people, they sell high-level sub-accounts, snapshots, whatever, for $30 or $100. You're not going to continue. But
Tim, the
go ahead.
initial feeling of the sale, right, is great. The volume feels great. But when they start using the software, the demand starts creating pain. And they feel that. And they don't quite understand what are they going to get for this amount of money, but they do it, they accept to be your customer because what do I have to lose? But to what you were saying, Tim, I think a good 20 to 30 hours is like about what you need when you bring somebody on, like initially. Like, you talk to them for like maybe 30, 40 minutes, but that's like just warming up and just understanding them. You have to map out these calls because nobody has time to stay 3 hours on one phone call, even though they want to get everything done. So like you had said,
overwhelmed. They get overwhelmed.
Yeah. Like you had said, like you spend time with them, you were calling them, you were emailing them, you were texting them, you stop by their office. Well, take that accumulative amount and spread it out. And I love how you
into 6 months.
Into 6 months. And we know this, right? Because we're human beings. But when it comes to us serving, it's like, well, am I the only one doing this? And you have to literally remind yourself with that checklist.
100%. Whatever you said, like that excitement made me lose an annual customer that they signed up and they refunded their, like you see that customer excited and then you tell them, oh, let me show you our calendar feature. Wow. Oh, let me show you in the same meeting. I show them everything in the first week.
Tim, when I used to work for a company called Dex Media, they were like the yellow pages. I would go downtown door to door and meet people, sign them up. Then, because I was a salesperson, I was like a magician. They felt like I disappeared, but they didn't understand that I had a quota and responsibilities, right? And at that time, this was early SaaS. There wasn't like this super duper well-oiled machine to take care of these customers. Right. Then I worked for another company that was SaaS that was called Thrive, and they were also downtown. Then I worked for a company called Bird Eye, right? And I say all of this because these are big brands that are out there in the small business world, but they don't even have it right. And the reason why they didn't have it right at that time wasn't because of the company. It was because of the people. And setting the example and the standard as a person, whether it's you selling and servicing, or you selling and teeing up the service, the customer wants to know what's next. Don't keep them in the dark. That's why I love what you're about to get into. These bullet points, this is like going to the doctor and getting weighed, your blood pressure, asking you the same 5 or 6 basic questions, because you might have a different answer or they might have to look back at the change. I'll go on preaching mode, Tim, so I'm going to put myself on mute, but you got me fired up.
I like that. And I know that about your background and working with those companies, you want or not, they had a huge product market fit. So you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, man. And just to hear a guy like you, a gentleman like you in our community, right, that took this part of the business and really honed in on it, because this isn't fun and sexy. This is actually like, if you don't like math, then this is going to be hard for you, right? Like that's the mind. Like, I'll skip math class or I'll skip history. Right?
Yeah.
This is you took this by the horns, man.
Thank you. But this is exactly it is. That's it. See, whomever is getting, we have thousands, tens of thousands of agencies in HighLevel, but how many of them they got this award and stuff? Sure, like hundreds maybe so far. That's why HighLevel is doing a lot. Everybody should get it. Why? The market is like, the awareness of HighLevel is not there. If you think everybody knows HighLevel, that's so big mistake. So let's dive into the pillars and let's discuss this practice. So we will talk more a lot common mistakes and bad practices. So when we talk about Chase, one time I had a podcast with him. He was like, I told him like the over promises we do with customers, because we tell them, oh, our system will make your life easier, automations, and all, like we tell them a lot. And guess what? You mentioned it. And most of us, we give free trial. So the decision when they say, yes, sign me up, trust me, they didn't decide to work with you. They just decide, as John said, let me try this guy out. He knows what he's talking about. He said something that made sense to me, right? So when they sign up, they are trying you. Even when they pay you for a month or 2 or 3, they are trying you, right? So spread that value proposition into months, because they cannot comprehend all these values we have in the system in one session or in 1 month even, right? I always give, as a cleaning company entering a restaurant, right? If you tell them, like, you know what, I can clean your windows, your tables, your spoons and forks and everything, so shut the restaurant down for me for 3 days and get it back 100% clean. That's too much, you know. He'll say, you know what, start with the floor, the windows, come next week, take the forks one day, at night come the fans, stuff. Like, it doesn't make sense. You ask, sometimes I used to say, let me revamp your website, your workflows, everything is too much, right? Step by step, because marketing and this stuff is one aspect in a business man's brain. He has his taxes, he has his other stuff, an employee stealing from him, or drama, his wife. Like, he's a human, right? It like has so much stuff. So the practices you need to take care of, or you focus on in the pillar number 1, the onboarding and support, is the onboarding experience. Okay, it should be a little bit smooth. It's not too much hard to receive, to get in. So what I would do right away, I care to be there myself or one of our CSMs, log in and either Zoom or in person, bookmark it for them, save the password. That Chrome clicks is so important. This is our website, but this is our app. This is our support portal. This is how you reach out to us, right? And that's it. Today, that's it. That's good onboarding experience. This is how you find us. Expectation setup and delivery. Write down when you sold them, they expecting those stuff to be delivered. Again, we promise them a lot of stuff, and then when we sign them up, we tell them, here's the system, go learn and apply. No, this is not what I signed. You said this system gonna make me whatever. And a lot of people, they don't know this is a software they need to use. And that's fine. Even if you do some stuff for them manually, guess what? Even Sean, the owner and the CEO of HighLevel, he did the webhook for that plumber himself, connecting his service titan to HighLevel himself. He didn't say, go watch YouTube and webhook himself, because he said he knew if he connects that guy, that person stays, and he's there for 5-6 years now, right? Same thing. When a customer asks me, oh, can you build my help me building website? Yes, we build. I pay because when we build his website, his stuff, guess what? They will stay with us more, and support check all the time, and rating and scoring. I always say that. So deliver the initial promise is so important. I have a slide. I don't know if I put it here or not. Customer support is not customer success. So just telling them, hey, if you need help, here's our support. That's not that, okay, I have my customer support took care of. No, because if you have customers asking questions from your customer support team, guess what? You have a healthy customer, curious, logging in, checking, trying to build perfect customer. 90% and more of our customers will sign up with you just to get rid of you for that meeting. Here's my credit card. Let me see what you got to do. After that, you chase them to log in. You chase them where? Right? So it's not that you wait them to ask, and I'm here if you have a question. No, you need to reach out to them and make sure. So satisfaction level, pillar 2. Customer happiness check. The mistake I did, as I explained, I used to feel that I have a CSM department, And oh, happy, are you happy? Review, are you happy, happy? So they're not going to cancel. All of a sudden, as I said, boom, they canceled. So having a happy customer, as I said, is not enough if they are not adopting. And another thing I found out, another bad practice I used to do is you may have happy customers with struggling businesses. That's bad. Like they canceled us. They love us. They love our system, but the business is not making money. So without me knowing, I used to have a 80% customer base with struggling businesses. So that's bad. Be aware. Don't work with a startup. I always say, don't work with startups. Please don't work with broke businesses. Same, the effort you do for broke business and a business that making money is the same. So it's just like that business will hateful. Some businesses they call you, can you withdraw my money on the 25th or the first of the month? Red flag, right? Because they don't have enough cash flow, credit card is bad, or personal like this stuff is red flag. I'm not saying don't work with them, but if check. Why we say like even in GoCSM, we have this happy, unhappy, and we have this, I will explain what is this. Why? Because every quarter you need to see your customers. Where are they? How old are they? And then happy, unhappy, plus thriving companies, steady companies, or struggling companies. If you have struggling companies, you may have a big wave of cancellation very soon, and that will hit you. And the worst thing in SaaS business, when you have big income coming, 20, 30, $40,000, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna hire, you're gonna go to fancier offices, you're gonna spend. When they cancel, you cannot broke the lease, you cannot downgrade your family's lifestyle. That's the worst feeling and happened to me. So that's why I'm teaching you today. So manually, every time you contact them, how's the business doing? Just develop that habit and then systemize it so you can oversee it. But in GoCSM, we have it this way. Another thing that happens to us, you may talk to a business owner, right? They say, oh, nice. I like the system. Yes. We need it so much. Like, I like this. JB is amazing. Or Tim, sign me up. Okay. After you sign up, they said, come, here's my niece or nephew, or this is our front desk person. She's the responsible of our IT stuff. They call it IT or marketing. She's the person that handles all our marketing. Okay. Let her learn this. And they walk away. Guess what? Who's your customer now? Not that person. That person made the decision. This person, this niece or nephew or the front desk or the marketing specialist. Because if they use it, if they bring success to that business, this person will stay. If not, this person will cancel because they say, oh, we are not using or we didn't see any value. So this is the GoCSM screenshot. Sorry, I made this. You know, premium customers. So you can see how many premium decision makers, not decision makers, but important to use, as I said, that money payer and this niece or nephew or the marketing specialist, and how many features or services they are using. And this is so important. So this is a test. In systematic way, you need to know, no matter like happy, yeah, green, blue. Ernie's happy, Lulu's happy, Joshua's happy, but the business is struggling. So in a big overview, eagle view, I call it, you need to know if you have so many businesses struggling, doesn't matter. Happy customers, doesn't matter. Because if I love Sean and Robin and Paulson and JB, I cannot afford HighLevel. There's no way I can pay, right? So same thing applies to you. So this is above, because you can make them happy, but you cannot make them money. And be careful to not be that superhero to make them money and promise them sales. Okay. So develop that habit or that rapport to encourage them to share with you their business. Like whether when you call them, hey, how's the business doing? Oh, I see there was a big line. Oh no, that was just an event next door. Our business struggle. Like just build that thing. I don't know how. I'm not going to teach you how to talk, but build that rapport with them and your CSM department as well to be that person. But again, don't be that superhero. If you see struggling businesses, just know, offer them. So the practice is offer them or focus on those features that will boost their let's say, their revenue, bring them sales and stuff, and then offer them, hey, don't cancel. If like, don't tell them this, but let them know you have downgrades and you have lower prices, right? And let them know that. First of all, I always teach my team, acknowledge that you are aware and you are willing to help them. They love that. They feel you are a partner right away, right? Oh, how can I help you with that? Right away. So they see you as a weapon. Okay, this is my rule. Struggling business with 3 rules, 4 checklists. I tell my team, CSM department, do that and leave. That's it. We feel happy when struggling business leaves us. Okay, so sometimes you have a churn, good churn, you have a bad churn. Okay, I will teach that later. So acknowledge that, let them know you know that, and you feel bad, and you are willing to help if it's possible with your system, not with your personal.
I'll
Second,
say this,
go ahead.
if I may. When I would sign up these small to medium sized businesses on Main Street, right, side street, local, I meet them at a chamber, right? Again, I was in the mindset because I was the competitive, right? The competitive sales mindset. And we're speaking, we're meeting, and this energy comes up and you give them hope. But they don't tell you what's really going on in their business, right? Unless you ask those right questions, right? So as you start to develop and learn how Tim is sharing, and you start to really take this, just that next coding in, you start to say, all right, I got to ask these 4 questions to really get a temperature check on what kind of a demand this client's going to request of me. Because then at that point, you can have your process already laid out. Or this is a level 2. They're going to need, they're not savvy with tech and they're going to have questions. So let me get them their education, maybe some of their videos or maybe some of their guides ready. And then I touch point where I have maybe 3 appointments set in advance, right? So that way there's that follow-up. But here's what I used to do, my mistake I used to make, Tim. I would still take these customers on, the ones that you just described. And I would say, yeah, we could do Facebook ads and we could do this. And I found myself getting the business, but then getting under the sand, stuck on the bottom of having this commitment of helping them do other things that they didn't pay for.
Yes.
And then I let them down. Then they canceled and it was my fault.
100%.
And they
I like
talked bad
admitting that.
and they were upset. Oh, this sucks. It doesn't work. Oh, watch out.
Of course, because you are, first of all, not their sales manager. You are not, this is not your business to focus on, right? So 100%, I like you admitting, I admit that too. I did that mistake. I tried to be the Superman of
Me
saving
too.
them.
Like if that was Shark Tank. Hey, you got a bad business? No problem. We'll get you in.
Don't. Just walk away. Don't get obsessed. Like in real estate, they say don't fall in love with a house because like you are in numbers game. Don't get obsessed and in love with one customer. We are in numbers game. You need to have this in a scalable model. So when we talk this, you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna talk to business owner this way, do this way. And if we're talking hundreds, yeah, I'm gonna teach you in a scalable model. This model will allow you 80 to 100 people with one person, with one CSM or yourself with this model using GoCSM or even with Excel sheet and pen and paper, you can, right? Or once it's above that, you're getting like $300, $500 a month. You can definitely hire a CSM director. It's scalable. We hundreds of customers we manage. So never do that. And again, a big checklist, as I said, as JB said, doctor's checklist, what they are using, right? So we're going to cover it in the next chapter. So develop that. Number 3, product adoption, which is the most important thing. It's not the most, but it's very important. For me, it's more important than the cost efficiency because this is harder to churn or harder to get rid of. As I said, I found that some features are easy to replace, are easy to leave. They make them so easy to leave us, right? And some of them not. So what we did in GoCSM, we gave each feature score, right? So if they are using social planner is not a big deal because Hootsuite, they have every platform they have it, right? All in one inbox is not, because it's super easy to switch or not use. Nothing gonna happen to them. Website, if they don't use, people gonna go to their website 404, or I'm gonna show, hey, Media Shield, they didn't pay us. I can show any 404 page, whatever I want, right? Reviews, little bit, right? Chat widget is important, but little bit, right? And then, like for example, if you have customized extra SEO, paid ads, social media management, lead generation, whatever, like these are example for this presentation, give it score. So your goal is to make them use those sticky uh, features like phone numbers. If you don't know, GoHighLevel has. So nowadays, like 2 3 days ago or yesterday, we had a meeting. Domain, GoHighLevel now, or you yourself, your platform, you can offer your customers or anybody buy domain names from your platform, right? And in my opinion, domain is gonna be one of very important as website stickiness feature, because if someone bought domain from you as a registered platform as you, transferring domain and phone number is painful, right? Just like GoDaddy. So they will stay with you at least a year or two, right? Even if they pay $10, you can upsell them. So this is so important. So proper use of the feature is also so important. Sometimes a lot of people, they don't use the feature properly. Just be aware of that. Okay. Not used feature. Okay. Hard, that you need to be aware of, or not used feature because they are not aware. So pay attention here. So if you have, I had customers, I know them, and they are one of our favorite customers. JB, I go to their website and I see, what, Calendly? Why are they using Calendly? And they are, or like they pay us good money and stuff. I call them, why using that Calendly? I don't know. Yeah, we need some scheduling system. Calendly is amazing. I say, you have unlimited calendars in Media Shield. I say, what? We have that? Yes. Or form type or something one time. These, I'm telling you, these examples are real examples. One time I said, forum builder, you have unlimited forum builder, even better than forum type. And they were not aware. One of very favorite customers. Sometimes your customers, they are not aware what else they have, right? Within the system. We have a lot, okay? So again, you don't have the time to reach out and check and talk to this. So if you have a system and the system checks, if they are not aware, will make them aware, or if they are trying to use it. And then I have type of customers where they trying to use the website or the forum or the workflow, they just struggle with it. So in GoCSM, what we have in automatic way, we see them if they are going to, let's say they are on the website, they are trying to build a website, automation or email, right away we say, hey, uh, hey, Mr. John, hey, Mr. Mike, this is Tim, or this is the CSM director's name. I saw you are trying to build an email template or website. If you need help, here's a help document. Some features we give help document that will explain, and it's a video from us. Or here's a calendar. Let us build it for you in a better way, right? For website and workflows and stuff. Man, every time they say, how did you know I'm checking? Are you watching me? Are you seeing? They appreciate it so much, because imagine me building something, scratching my head, going to help how this is built. Right away, I receive a text message and an email saying this to me right away. Guess what? When we do this, they say, yeah, I was trying to build a website for my new business or landing page. No, don't worry, don't worry. Let me do it for you. Give me that picture. Boom, boom, boom. We do it. Oh my God, the way you did it, I wouldn't do it in 2 weeks. Boom. Guess what? Stickiness. Okay. And we have another feature, for example, or another solution. We check in, let's say, 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever, each feature we have a certain counter. If they never used or visited the sites or social plan or whatever, a text message goes to them automatically. Hey, Mr. Mike, did you know we have Form Builder Unlimited? Do you know we have Calendar Builder Unlimited? We saw that. Schedule a calendar, or here's a video how it works, right? So you can customize the message. So important. We saw product adoption increase after we did this incredibly. Before, we used to like, oh yeah, we have subscribers, and then we go to their account. They didn't log in for we're going to talk about login too, or they're not using anything, just the first integration, whatever we did, they will leave you. So basically the workflow is like that. If you don't know workflow is an app builder feature in HighLevel. You can do whatever you imagine inside HighLevel. I mean, I don't want to complicate it, but literally in business, you can put proven processes in on autopilot. So you say, when this happens, I want this to happen. And a lot of business owners, they struggle with this. And the beauty about SaaS business with HighLevel will make you business savvy, even if you fail to sell HighLevel and fail in whatever we're talking, you will be hired by any company as operations manager, as CMO, as trust me, because you know marketing, you know operation, you know workflows. When we say workflows, not the feature, workflow, how to put SOPs in the military. They taught us like standard operation procedures. If you know this, that's it. How to put a proven something repeatedly is being done in the company with humans, time and power, how to automate that. Best salaries in the world. They get paid more than doctors, right? So any business, they have proven processes. They would love to be automated. So anyways, in GoCSM, what we offer SaaS agencies like you, hey, when customers start using, let's say, this feature, this feature, this feature, this feature, send them feature tips, okay? If the feature is a little bit light, or offer feature assistant, health points, add health points, okay? Or when the customer is not using these, send them introductions, right? So with the automated way, yes, you can do this to hundreds of people, and then step by step you will see the product adoption increase. And this is a snapshot or screenshot of the snapshot, so many shots, right? For HighLevel insight. For HighLevel users, they are familiar with this, but if you are not HighLevel user, it's super easy. They have plenty of documentation and help videos on how to use it. So this is exactly what I showed you. Trigger is scenario A. When this happens, I want scenario A to happen, scenario 2. So scenario A is on us, scenario B is on us too, but if you want to add more features in GoCSM, you can do it too, or if you're attending this class. So this is the email goes to them. This will be your logo. This will be your calendar. If you want to customize it, HighLevel gives you 100% customization option, and everything will be under your name. However, login activity, we have 2 more pillars, and I will be done with this master class. Login activity is so important. If they don't log in, if they don't know how to use it, I know product adoption is so important. It's the most important thing, but login also, make them to log in. Guess what? Once they log in, this is what I said, education, training and education. Once they log in, they will leave you. But why product adoption is more important? Once you make them, hey, your business is rooted 100% to my system. You got to learn it, right? You don't learn it, you will lose business. So automatically, a lot of people, they try to make them learn the business before the product adoption. No, make them believe that if they don't learn your system, their business is going to be affected. But if the business is not dependent yet on that, they're not going to do it. So first of all, that's fine. You do it. You do it for them. You put their website on. You design it. You put their workflows. Hire. There are so many assistants, and you can do it. The things that Sean did for that plumber is a huge deal. You can't tell them, I did this in 2 weeks. I'm not encouraging here to lie, but for them it's a huge deal. They don't care if you are doing for 100, if you did it for 30 days, they care about your experience, okay? So then teach them how to log in and use it. This is so important. That's why I put it as a pillar 4. Again, how to do it in a systematic way. Also, you can have workflows. If a customer, for example, whatever is your niche, whatever is your, type of business and vibe, sometimes we have customers, we have people, agencies, they say, no, 2 weeks is too long. 7 days. If they didn't log in, I want myself or my CSM to get notified, or notify the customer, hey, you have a business activities going inside your account, or like customers, like just make them serious. Log into our system, Media Shield, and check what's going on. Okay, so set last time login, set action internal or external, and then automate it. Okay, you cannot do this without automation. And then see the magic happens. You will see how much they will log in. And then we saw a lot of login activity increase. And then we saw like, oh, they're using the dashboard these many minutes on daily basis. Oh, but there's no automation, no marketing, no payment. This person. And this also helped us a lot, but I don't want to go there. A lot of customers, a lot of companies, they get back to us like, we're not seeing the value. I tell them, sir, your employee is not using the system. How come? I sent him a screenshot with every person's login activity. He said, oh my God, this is so amazing. And they appreciate it so much. So CSM role made easy. And instead of hiring thousands of dollars CSMs, I mean, nobody gonna work for startups like that, like us. The confusion here is JP, like we are SaaS agencies and not SaaS and marketing agencies. So when we talk this stuff, JB, he's coming from those companies, Thrive and Birdeye and all these companies are multi-billion-dollar companies. They hire someone like JB, but there's no way we can hire someone like JB or CSM specialist. There's no way. So you need to simplify it for your style, for your way to do it in order to be affordable for you. And the pillar 5, GHL, they have their own affiliate manager. Or basically, I tell my customers, hey, if you are happy, recommend someone for me. Or I always surprise them, hey, it's time to set your account for free. They say, how come? I say, if you recommend me 3 people, I will set your account for free. Or in fact, you will get more because we pay 40% discount or commission rate. How come? Oh, boom, boom, boom. They send. And guess what? Tell me who would cancel $500 if they're receiving $600. I have so many customers. They don't product adopt. I mean, I'm not saying they are my favorite customers or so healthy, but they receive commissions from people that they recommended to us, and they pay us because they receive them back. They are basically our affiliates. So it's so important to put affiliate. In my mind, I was like, no, I don't want to pay this. You will lose them. So basically, pay back. You will secure the first person, and then if you offer the same value. But the common mistake I don't recommend, don't bring this referral system commission thing in the beginning. Let them see the value, because if they recommend you with the bottom of their heart is different than if they recommending you just for commission. This is proven. Don't do it in the beginning. Wow them, prove them, let them see your value, and then ask them for recommendation, for support. Trust me, even without commission, they would do. I had so many customers, they received their commission. Tim, what is this? I said, for your cousin or for your friend that you sent. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I sent him because I liked what you guys did for me. I say, yes, but we do this, no negotiation. No. I have everybody, even my family. I put them as affiliates in our affiliate system, and they get commission. They like it. And guess what? They do it more. However, this is just a screenshot I recorded from GoCSM, or the snapshot you're going to get today. Like you will see SaaS mode, how many SaaS companies you have to receive this award, health status, how many struggling, healthy, steady businesses you have, happiness level, right? Or which automation or these many percentage of my customer base are using marketing or automation or opportunities, right? Login activities, I have monthly 80% versus weekly is less, right? And this is GHL's dashboard, 100% customizable, but with GoCSM's database and insights, you can, as I said, your GHL will be on steroids. Of course, this is just a screenshot. So you can basically customize everything in GHL's dashboard today. This is not today, it's been for a while. They have this customizable dashboard updated, but this is just some screenshots from that. So you have 2 options, as I said. As me before, selling SaaS blindly, I used to just think, and I don't know what's going on, or sell SaaS with eagle view. It's so important. You can't believe these big companies, after I went to trainings and stuff, when they share, they spent 6 months, 8 months, hundreds of thousands of dollars just for insights of studying their users, their client base, their behaviors, their usage, what customers log in, all that stuff. So what you learned today is basically very high level, not high level as the company. I always, when I use the high level, I need to disclare, is very higher level practice for free. Trust me, I think JB can endorse this. In order to learn these pillars, these practices, a lot of people, or not, I mean, this is the only way, they go to so many conferences and books and tools, and so many tools connected together, and thousands of dollars a month, tens of thousands of dollars, right? And HighLevel today, I'm sure this will be on YouTube as well for free, right? But this is also another thing. People take free stuff for free for granted. So I highly, highly don't know a better way of saying that. And I hope this is going to continue forever, because my life now is built on HighLevel. Not only my softwares, it's just great offer. Someone to tell you, I white labeled another software before that. I don't disclose this, and I don't want to promote, was Nightmare on WordPress. It's just great deal, JB. Someone to tell you, hey, me and my partners and my developers team and my marketer team, we will work for you for $500 or $300 actually. It's just no brainer. And then you go sell as many as you want, as many products as you want, and we're not going to charge you any extra. Trust me, HighLevel could do account-based model and would still people pay, right? But it's just the deal is so great and they will never change it. I listened and I got this promise from them that they will never change this model from the founders, that you will pay the same amount of subscription no matter how many accounts you sell. So you get a product, let's say an inventory and a storage with iPhone covers or shirts or lights or computer or screens, right? And never gonna end. It's not gonna get expired. It's gonna have always the latest version. It's not like screens, but from 2 years ago. No, the SaaS the SaaS or the software the CRM I white labeled, it was so outdated, and in order to get the updated one was so expensive. I couldn't tolerate, or I couldn't afford the developers. However, so imagine that inventory, that product would be updated all the time. It's not going to end. You can sell as many as you want, and the price will be the same. The rent price of that storage will be the same. So let's end this. Any inputs before I go to the
To be
action plan?
honest with you, Tim, I'm just thinking back in my mind, if I knew what I know now and what I've experienced, right, there's so much to say around selling. You need to sell your service. You need to go out and hustle. You need to meet people. You need a network. You need to follow up. You need to collect the year in advance and all these things. And that's great for someone that enjoys selling. It's a fun experience. But for someone that loves selling but doesn't love the analytical part of it, the business management part, you would normally have to go split your business in half and give it to someone else.
Oh,
I think like, having a business model to support you, like a GoCSM or others in the marketplace, and not unique just to HighLevel. There's a handful in other ecosystems and in other software areas. But I think that's where the appreciation comes in. But it's not something you just wake up and say, hey, I want to get me a support team. You think you can handle it. You believe you got this, but it's not you. And when you can, it's when your customers want it and when they can't. And that's the powerful, powerful part here, man. I appreciate you, breaking this down and making it as fun as possible and giving your personality and your strategy, because there's really no way to put a bow on this to pump you up and get you excited to sell to serve. It's right. I got to sell to keep my lights on, or to be able to stay away from going my 9 to 5, right? I gotta so much, man. But you unpacked it so elegantly. And I think if you're tuning in right now and maybe you're a little overwhelmed, maybe you're like, what is this all about? But it was interesting because you relate to Tim, or you relate to a topic, or maybe you're a previous sales person in the software industry, like, I could do this too. Well, you got to go and watch the beginning of this, because this is only like, you caught on just now, you need the beginning. And then Tim has another workshop that he did with us. He did it 3 days. It's in our YouTube channel. But more importantly, I'm going to say this. You got to get the software to match the service. So, what Tim's putting together here is a masterclass bonus. It's for you to take action, right? This is up to you now. Tim's kind of unlocked his vault of what he offers to his hundreds and hundreds of customers that trust him to service it. Well, we're going to throw the ball in your court. You got to take action. So, Tim, bring us home, man. What do you got? I know you put a lot of time into this.
Let me. Sorry if I took longer than expected, but let me have an input of your selling and if it's complicated. First of all, it's worth it. People go open businesses for hundreds of thousands of dollars, locations, and they invest so much, and the return on investment the business go to positive after they get the money back. That happens in years, right? In any business, trust me. This business model is worth a little bit getting uncomfortable, a little bit getting your brain a little bit stretched of learning new stuff. So if you are that person that, oh, I want everything easy, trust me, I always say this. I am so afraid. This, honestly, I don't know what is hard about it. By the way, I am a person that I came and I'm like maybe 8, 10 years old, 10 years I'm in the United States. I start learning English in 2015, 16. No English, nothing. I didn't know how to drive in America. I didn't know how to enter, like not LLC, not anything, right? So many stuff I couldn't do it. I learned it, right? So for me, if I learned how to do this, I think anybody could do it. And I'm a little bit slow person when it comes to technology, by the way. I'm not a tech person, but they made it too easy where now I'm afraid that if it becomes so easy, everybody could do it. That's not a good sign. But in my brain, it's everybody can do it. They just have this false belief that, oh, software, I cannot. White labeling HighLevel, it's now was easy before, right? If you know how to white label, like, oh, it's so hard. Today is just like 3 clicks. Before was copy paste, which was like a joke. Now there's no copy paste. Even no copy paste. Like, this is another level. So it's scary how easy it is, how they made it like a joke level. So I don't know what you're referring to, honestly, when it comes like to hard or even these stuff. You will enjoy this when bringing you money, right? Things are hard to learn when there's nothing in hand. But when you have $3,000-$5,000 coming, right? And that if you do it more could be $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, and you have your freedom, there's nothing hard to learn, right? Trust me, the human money drives us. Okay, so that's one part I just wanted to. The hard is not having money, not having business, having cancellation is hard, right? So it's just that culture. Just step in, try. And I don't think it's hard, honestly. If I could do it, everybody could do it, honestly. It's just like understand the culture and the model of it, and don't forget it. Don't forget that, and don't go with that one size fits all, and just try to copy everybody else. You are unique, and stay yourself. So for this, when me and JB we coordinated this master class, we were like, if anybody comes here, if they stay to the end, we need to give them a bonus. And for today's bonus, if you sign up, so this is for non-high levelers, if you sign up through this masterclass URL, is going to be under this video, which is gohighlevel.com, tim-sabir-offer, automatically your account will be different than regular GHL account. That will be like GHL on steroid, as we said. It's going to have 30 days free trial. So instead of 14 days, you will have 30 days, plus automatically you will receive snapshots, all what we talked about in a nice organized Word document with links in a snapshot, okay? I call it agency starter snapshot. But if you are current high-level agency owner or basic account owner, you can upgrade your account to SaaS Pro account or any upgrade that you are eligible to. You will also receive those stuff, okay? And once you click on this, I just wanted to have the screenshot. You have two plans. Please don't make this mistake. And you will have 30 days, no payment. You can cancel anytime. And so thank you bonus. This is from HighLevel, but thank you bonus will be the agency snapshot and the HighLevel with 30 days free trial. But for high levelers with SaaS Pro accounts, I know they're gonna reach out to me a lot. You're gonna get a huge discount rate if you upgrade to HighLevel SaaS Pro with our link, as I showed you. You're gonna get credit to your GoCSM. So basically, GoCSM is gonna be super cheap for you. But for everyone, as he mentioned, Mr. JB, I did a 3-day workshop with Paulson. Was amazing. How I disclosed the unfair disadvantage, unfair advantage we have with the government that you can get, or we are eligible for so many contracts with the government, or if you are minority business owner, woman business owner. So basically, if you are a high-level account holder, if you are not, also join the community, golfpreneurs.com. Before was just like ghlgolf.com. I opened full course on how to list your business with the government, how to obtain your cage number, your next code number, and a lot of cool stuff, and some Chamber of Commerce snapshots and gifts. You learn that too. I advise and recommend everybody to take care of their high-level account with the government, because they have so many great deals and funds and programs for everybody with great funds. Way better than working with local business owners, with all my respect, but this is my experience. And I'm done for today. Thank you so much. And I hope I delivered some value and you learned something. Thank you, JB.
Absolutely. And yeah, I think we there's always more. There's always more when you're learning and you've really committed to the process of leaning in on other people's expertise, what they're willing to share with you, and the amount of time they put in to tell the story. So if you have been working on something, or you've been getting some recent success, let us know in the comments below. What kept you going until you got with where you're at now with the success you're having? And we challenge you to tackle customer success, not customer support, customer success. Put a plan in place so that way you can be in peace, your customers can be in peace, and you can have referrals coming in because of all your hard work. Tim, we made it, man.
Thank you so much.
Let's go get a drink. Let's go get something to eat, man. What a training. I'm hungry now. I'll see you guys. Till next time. Catch us on the next one. We'll see you. Bye now.
Thank you so much. Bye.